So guys, as you seen, I'm done with my eyebrows and my skin is still a bit glossy, but anyway, it's gonna settle as I said. So I'm gonna start with my eyes. I am gonna do my base after my makeup. As you all know the technique that while doing the eyes, we do end up having some residue of eyeshadow powder or something of the eye makeup always falls onto the skin, so we don't want to end up messing up makeup. So I'm gonna start with the eyes. I don't actually apply a lot of concealer. Instead, I apply a foundation that all I'm gonna say is that I use this foundation by Givenchy. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's called the Photo Perfection by Givenchy, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of that on my eyelid, not too much. And I'm gonna use my finger, so I just sprayed a bit on my hand. I'm gonna use my finger to set that in. Oh my god, this foundation is like magic to me. It's one of the lightest foundation I have ever used in history. Well, there is another light foundation that I use which goes pretty natural on the skin, and that is by Christian Dior. So I don't know if I'm going to show you this, but this is a little beauty blender that I got from KIKO. I'm not sure if you know about that brand. KIKO is an Italian brand. This is the one I'm talking about, KIKO. It's got amazing eyeshadows. Let's see how it works today and if it does good. So I can switch up to some KIKO eyeshadow. I'm going to use this for a bit to wet my eye. You see how instant the powder just grab and absorb every glossiness in the eye. I feel like I'm talking too much. Oh my god. So since we're done with the eye stuff, you see it looks really different though. But anyway, I'm going to start with Huda Beauty, and I am going to use, this is the rose gold palette. I really love. Not sure if you can see that, the rose gold palette. So I'm going to go in with the henna. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get into the crease of my, a little above the crease of my eye, and just blend that in. Really blend it in, since they say eye makeup is all about the blending. So I blow over the brush, so it's not too much of product that I apply to the skin. And my eye was really good. I go in all the way to the corner of my eye, to the inner corner of my eye, and out. You want to keep your fingers and your brush really very light on your eye. You don't want to go all the way in and put the product right into your skin. So really very light. As you can see, the more you blend, the more beautiful it looks. I'm going to keep it a little bit of a, I can't call it really nude something, but somewhere a little bit. I'm going to do the other eye as well. Spare my expressions. This is how it happens when I'm doing my eye. So I'm going to do the same with the other eye. I'm going all the way to the inner corner from the outer and blending it outwards, because that's what you want. I mean, that's what smoky eye is all about. If you think the product is too much on the brush like this, go and dab it onto your skin. You know, you can always wash your hands. You see, you can always do more, but start with less. That is the key. I mean, you can always do more, but once you put too much product, you can't really wipe the makeup off your face, can you? That's going to create so much of a mess and a waste of time. You can always add more, which means you should always start with less product. I am never satisfied with the blending thing. I still need to keep on blending and blending and blending. Okay, so I think now you can see the desired shade that I want. Okay, and I'm gonna go with a little darker color. I'm gonna use the same brush since the shades are not very different, and this is called a man-eater. I'm gonna go into the crease and I'm gonna spread it in the corner of my eye, and again go in with less product. You can always build it up. And I would like to blend it into the corner, but not too much, so maybe I'm just going to use a sharp end kind of brush, that's something like this. So I'm going to use it on the crease of my eye to define a little of the color, and then I'm going to blend it in again with my blender brush. You can still go and, you know, you can blend it in. Always blending in is the key to smoky eye. Do you see why we say don't put the base before? I mean, usually most of the makeup artists and people do that, but I mean, it's up to their comfort, and since there are pros who do that always, you know, like doing the base first and then doing the eye makeup and everything. So I'm not very comfortable with that kind of a technique because it's not me, as I stick my hand to the skin, so I don't want fingerprints and everything getting onto my skin, you know what I say? That's why I end up doing the eye makeup first, and then I get in with the base. I let the product that I applied earlier to my skin, the moisturizer, primer, and everything else that I applied to my skin before I give it more time to set in, so makeup goes smooth. You see? Doesn't it look good? So the more you blend, it looks, and always blend out. You can blend in circular motion. I'm doing my other eye. That looks weird, but I'm just gonna blend it in and it's gonna look better. There are so many things that we've done in our past when trying to learn makeup, putting on makeup every day, and you know, many mistakes that we've done. Ending up putting only one eyeshadow or only two eyeshadows. Well, these were trends also earlier. I shouldn't say that no, it was not a mistake, but the way we used to apply was a mistake. It never looked so neat and nice. Like I'd always end up doing eyeshadows really neat with not that blending thing, really cutting out the edges. Jesus, that looks so weird. But nowadays, I mean, the more you know, practice makes a person better. I don't know if I said that right, but practice makes it better. So I have been with makeup artists and I've seen the way they use makeup. So sitting down with makeup artists, looking at tutorials, I have ended up improving my skills on makeup, I think so. So you see how it's blending? You can always go with the shades you desire. Do you recommend you want something like this? More of a, I don't know, rusty shade I can call it. A little rusty shade, rusty reddish. No, it's not red exactly, but it's henna. That's the name of the color that I'm using. Henna and man-eater. Oh my god, the names are really very nasty. But nevertheless, I love the colors. I love the pop of it. I'm gonna go in with a flat brush. I think I'll use. I'm gonna mix these two. So I'm gonna mix Dubai and I'm gonna mix Trust Fund. See how it works. I'm gonna apply it on the middle of the eye over here for a little definition. I'm gonna mix these two. Dab it on the hand, just like this, and voila. I'm gonna apply it straight to the eye. Well, that looks pretty. I'm gonna take the makeup, same thing from the hand, and I'm gonna apply it to the eye. I don't want to go in with too much of product. So you see what I mean? That looks gorgeous, ain't it? I'm gonna go and blend that in a bit more. Let's do the other eye first. I'm gonna go and blend that in with the. All you're gonna do is dab it, not really rub it too much. You can a bit, just to mix it with the color, make it smooth. But other than that, just dab the color. Just dab.